Hello, Ravibabu garu.
Hi.
Welcome to the exclusive interview of Gulte.com for Avunu 2.
Hi, Gulte.com.
ఫస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్ అందరు అవును పోస్టర్ చూడగానే ఆ ఏనుగు ఏంటి ఆ అమ్మాయి ఏంటి అనే కన్ఫ్యూజన్లో ఉన్నారు. అండ్ ఈవెన్ అవును 2 పోస్టర్లో కూడా 2 ఏనుగులతో హీరోయిన్ పెట్టారు. అసలు ఈ ఏనుగులు హీరోయిన్ కాన్సెప్ట్ ఏంటి?
నేను ఇప్పుడు మామూలుగా పోస్టర్ వేసి ఉంటే నన్ను అసలు ఈ క్వశ్చన్ అడిగాడు కాదు కదా మనం. ఐ వాంట్ యూ టు సీ మై పోస్టర్. ఐ వాంట్ యూ టు సీ వాట్ ద హెల్ ఇస్ దిస్. ఐ వాంట్ యూ టు వండర్. ఐ వాంట్ యువర్ అటెన్షన్ ఆన్ మై పోస్టర్. ఇప్పుడు రోడ్డు మీద వెళ్తుంటే 10 పోస్టర్లు కనపడతాయి గోడ మీద నీకు. నా పోస్టరే చూసి మళ్ళీ నన్నే ఎందుకు అడుగుతున్నావు క్వశ్చన్ నువ్వు? నా పోస్టర్ నీకు యూనిక్గా అనిపించింది కాబట్టి. సో ఐ వాంట్ టు డ్రా అటెన్షన్ టు మై ఫిల్మ్. So that is why I had to come up with a concept where if you're driving or stopping at a traffic signal, that when you're watching the posters, I want your eyeballs to get fixed and stay on my poster only and not the other posters.
డైరెక్షన్ డెబ్యూ సురేష్ ప్రొడక్షన్తో చేశారు అండ్ మీ చాలా సినిమాలు కూడా వాళ్ళ కాంబినేషన్లో జరుగుతున్నాయి. మీ స్టార్టింగ్ జర్నీ నుంచి సురేష్ ప్రొడక్షన్కి మీకున్న సంబంధాలు హౌ ఇస్ ద రిలేషన్?
ఇది సురేష్ ప్రొడక్షన్స్తో నేను చేసే 5వ సినిమా అమ్మ. సో ఆబ్వియస్గా మా రిలేషన్షిప్ కంఫర్టబుల్గా ఉంది కాబట్టి ఎన్ని రోజులు ఎన్ని సంవత్సరాలు ఈ రిలేషన్షిప్ కంటిన్యూ అయింది. బట్ ఏంటంటే వి అండర్స్టాండ్ ఈచ్ అదర్. నా రిక్వైర్మెంట్స్ ఏంటో వాళ్ళు అర్థం చేసుకుంటారు, వాళ్ళ రిక్వైర్మెంట్స్ ఏంటో నేను అర్థం చేసుకుంటాను. ఐ కీప్ మై ఎండ్ ఆఫ్ ద డీల్, దే కీప్ దేర్ ఎండ్ ఆఫ్ ద డీల్ అండ్ వీఆర్ బోత్ కంఫర్టబుల్ వర్కింగ్ విత్ ఈచ్ అదర్.
సో కెప్టెన్ రాజు క్యారెక్టర్ అవును 2లో ఎంతవరకు ఎక్స్పాండ్ చేశారు?
ద ఫిల్మ్ ఈజ్ అబౌట్ కెప్టెన్ రాజు. Captain Raju is the invisible antagonist of the film. He is the invisible villain of the film. The film is about Captain Raju. The film is about Captain Raju's motive. The film is about what Captain Raju wants. The film is about whether he got what he wanted or not.
ఫస్ట్ అవును దాంట్లో ఓన్లీ పూర్ణాని చూపించారు. ఇప్పుడు ఇంకో ఇద్దరు యాక్టర్సెస్ ఆడారు, నిఖిత అండ్ సంజన.
Yes.
So
Nikita and Sanjana, they play very important characters in the film. The main heroine of the film is Poorna. The film is about Poorna. The film is about the conflict between her and Captain Raju, but the incidental characters are Nikita and Sanjana. They play very important roles in the film.
Horror films ki music is very key.
Yes.
And Shekhar Chandra already proved as a good music director with Avunu. And Avunu 2 lo kuda ayane chestunaru. So what about the music?
No, Shekhar Chandra, I think this is the 7th film Shekhar Chandra is working with me. So Shekhar Chandra and me, we go back a long way. He has been composing music for me since Anasuya. So doing thriller films with me is not new to Shekhar Chandra. But what is difficult for him is trying to come up with a new background score for every thriller film I make. That is a big challenge for him, and he has delivered fantastically. He's done, I think he has set the benchmark for himself very high when it came to Avunu 2, because he also wanted to make sure that the score is not similar to Avunu 2, but at the same time more exciting and more terrifying than Avunu 1. So that is why he's a fantastic music director and has a bright future. So that's all I have to say about him.
మీరు ఫస్ట్ ఫిలిం కామెడీతో స్టార్ట్ చేశారు, దెన్ యూ డిడ్ థ్రిల్లర్, దెన్ యూ డిడ్ సస్పెన్స్. సో బోత్ ఆర్ డిఫరెంట్ జోనర్స్. కామెడీకి థ్రిల్లర్కి
I did many genres. I did love stories, I did comedies, I did romantic comedies, I did slapstick comedies, I did horror films, I did a martial art film like Manasara. Then I did a complete family sentimental kind of film with Naresh and Babu. So I've done all kinds of films. Genres, experimenting with genres is my forte, and I don't want to repeat a genre. So I just want to see if I can keep making exciting films in different genres.
So who is your inspiration as a director?
My inspiration as a director is another director called David Fincher. He's done a film, the first film I saw of David Fincher was Seven, and then I saw Panic Room, and then I saw Benjamin Button. I saw a lot of films. The most recent film which David Fincher has done is a film called Gone Girl. So he's my inspiration, I think, because I love his work and I have always followed his work. So I would say he is my true motivation and inspiration.
You're one of the technically strong filmmakers in Bollywood when it comes to camera or technical side. So have you gone any formal training at acting school or direction courses?
No, I have not done a direction course. I have done a course in cinematography. I have done a course in editing, but I have not actively studied direction. So one day I just decided to make a film. I went ahead and directed it. That's all. That is all my training. I didn't do anything. formal training in direction.
Avunu is originated from a real life instances. We're experiencing with friends only. So how did Avunu 2 come up?
Avunu 2 is a natural extension of Avunu 1. It is the same feeling which continues. Any film starts off with a thought. So Avunu started with a thought, and this is a natural progression and continuation of that thought. So the thought still continues. It is the same thought which inspired Avunu 2 also.
So are there the sequel for Avunu 2 also? Can we expect more sequels?
See, any sequel or a part 2 or a part 3 for any film will happen if the previous part is successful. So it all depends on the success or failure of Avunu 2.
మీ ఫ్యామిలీ గురించి చాలా తక్కువ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ తెలుసు బయట వాళ్ళకి. సో మీ ఫ్యామిలీ గురించి
I prefer to keep it that way.
ఓకే. సో హూ ఇస్ యువర్ బిగ్గెస్ట్ సపోర్ట్ అండ్ యువర్ క్రిటిక్?
My family?
బోత్?
Yes, they are my biggest support and they are my biggest critics. My kids are my biggest critics because they watch more movies than me. So I think they know more about movies than I do. So they are my biggest critics.
What can the audience expect from Avunu 2?
They can expect a little more than what they experienced in Avunu 1. That is what they can expect. They can expect that the excitement will always be there. The feel which they experienced in Avunu 1 and enjoyed will be magnified in Avunu 2. It will be a little more than Avunu 1. So I think, yes, they will have their moments of tension and excitement and scare which they experienced in Avunu 1, but I think it will be twice as much in Avunu 2.
హర్షవర్ధన్ రాణా గురించి చెప్పండి.
Harshvardhan Rani is a fantastic actor. In Avunu 1, he did not have a major part to play except being husband of Poorna. In Avunu 2, Avunu Part 2, he has a lot more to do than he did in Avunu Part 1. So there are sequences where his performance had to be simply nothing short of brilliant, and I think he delivered a fantastic performance throughout the film. He's a great actor and I think he has a fantastic future.
Do you feel more comfortable as an actor or as a director?
I enjoy both. Because when I'm acting there is no pressure on me and I just go there and sit with different directors and try to learn from how they do films. But when I'm directing, it is a totally different experience. I enjoy the challenge of trying to make a new scene every day, the challenge of trying to deliver on a new kind of film every time. So I enjoy both.
Avunu release అయినప్పుడు there was a news about remake of Hindi Avunu and he was going to direct.
Yes, there was some talk about it, but unfortunately it did not happen in the time frame I had, and they wanted me to make it later, but then I could not because I had already committed myself to another film in Telugu. So that is why it did not happen.
Thanks for your exclusive interview for Gulte.com, and last words about Avunu 2.
Well, all I can say is that Avunu Part 2 is releasing this Friday, and it's a holiday, it's a Good Friday, so I am sure all of you will be wanting to do something. So I would suggest you go out and watch my film, and I don't think you will be that disappointed. So you will get all your answers which were left, all the answers to questions which were left unanswered in Part 1. You will find answers to all of them in Part 2. And at the same time, for horror and thriller movie buffs, and I think you will have a fantastic time. And Gulte.com, thank you very much for hosting me on this interview, and I wish your followers the very best. Have a great weekend. Thank you.